Hey everyone, it's Megan from Bookish Delights. In today's video, it's going to be a recent reads part 2. I uploaded part 1 a couple weeks ago, and that was for like March, February books. I can't remember what months we're in, but it was in the first half of the year basically, and now this recent reads is going to be for May, June, July, and we're going to do August and September together in another video. Hopefully I can get that up sometime in October. These are in no particular order because it's been a while and I can't remember what books I read in what month, and there's going to be some ebooks or audiobooks, so I will post the picture here so you can see the cover. I don't know all of the authors' names of those books, and I'm not going to go into detail of these books because there are so many. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. So first I'm going to do the physical books first. We have It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. This deals a lot with mental health and like depression and different mental illnesses like that. And the main character, Craig, he does have suicidal thoughts but not any tendencies or actions towards it. And yeah, it's just his journey on figuring out his own mental health and becoming better, I guess you can say. And it has other people's not their journeys in it, but it does have other characters that it does touch on what their mental health is like and such. So it's a very good read. I really enjoyed it. I liked the movie too when I watched it when it first came out, and I thought maybe want to read the book, and I finally got around to reading it, and I would recommend this to anyone. Next book we have is a short little book, and this is Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt, and this is like one of my favorite books ever. I fell in love with the movie. My brother had to read the book when he was in high school, and he's like 5 years older than me, so I hadn't read it obviously. But after he finished reading the book, we sat down as a family and watched the movie together, and I fell in love with the movie. I'm after watching the movie quite a few times. Next we have Sea Fire by Natalie C. Parker. This one was a really good read. I loved it. The cover is stunning. It's beautiful. It's been on my shelf for a while. Finally got around to reading it, and I will certainly pick up more of Natalie's books. I really enjoy the writing. Also, like, the inside is very gold, very shiny, and I really like it. I do believe this is a trilogy. I have not read anything past this book, so I will definitely be picking up the rest of this series. Next we have Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I finally picked this book up and read it, and I don't know, I think I was just intimidated by reading it because so many people loved it, and I was late into getting into booktube in this book, and I put it off because I didn't want to not like it, and I was just afraid because I was so late into getting into this book that I wasn't going to like it as much as I would have if I picked it up when it first came out. But I freaking love this book, and it's a trilogy. The next book is Siege and Storm, and then it's Ruin and Rising, and I don't have those two books yet. I do need to pick them up. Hopefully I can find the matching covers to this book, because I know that there are other editions, and I don't know if you can still get these, hopefully. Then we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I freaking love this book. This is a good LGBT contemporary romance book. It was funny. It was a little emotional. The writing is really good. It really captivated me. I really enjoy this. I even made my mom read it, and she is not one that will read the descriptions either. She really enjoyed this. I bought this when it like first came out, and I only now read it. So my dog is going to be joining for the rest of the video. She is a very big sook. So I have the tendencies to like buy books when they first come out and just like hold off from reading it, because I have so many other books that I want to get to, and I kind of just put them on my shelf and forget, and then I just read other stuff. Moving right along, we have Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. I might have another book belong to her, but I'm not sure. This is basically sort of like a Little Mermaid retelling, but it's not Little Mermaid. It's Ursula. Basically, it's like a retelling of her backstory of how she became the villain in Little Mermaid, and I loved it. It has a couple different things that happen in it that I wasn't expecting, and I recommend anyone to read it. And I'm definitely going to pick up more of Sarah Henning's work, and this cover is gorgeous. That's what drew me into this book to begin with. Now I'm going to get into, I need to do this really quickly because my battery's flashing, because I forgot to charge up my battery, and I still haven't bought a second one as a backup because I can't find it anywhere, and for some reason Amazon does not want to ship the battery to my location. So it's a thing. I'll get one eventually, but I'm just going to quickly go through the rest of these books. These are going to be ebooks, some of them are audiobooks, so I'll have the cover posted up here, and let's just get into it. So I read Tyler Johnson Was Here by J. Coles. Freaking love that book. That is a good person of color book to read. It has a very good perspective in it, and something that still needs to be written about and talked about, and I recommend everyone to read it. It's such a really good book, and we had the opportunity over on Words of Whimsy to do an interview with J. Coles, and he is a sweetheart. Next we have A Midsummer's Night Dream by William Shakespeare. I almost forgot his name. I remember liking it when I was in high school, but when I read it again, I wasn't really into it. I mean, it's okay. I haven't read a lot of William Shakespeare's work, and I don't really tend to read any more of his stuff. Like, I've read Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer's Night Dream, a few other things, but like, I'm not actively reading them. I don't really want to. I mean, it was okay. I liked it, but like, it wasn't my favorite. Moving on, we have The Shipwrecked Souls, a pirate adventure. Can't remember who this is by. I really enjoyed it. I really like the like sea creature pirates. I like this genre, so I might be picking up some more books along those lines with mermaids. I do have a series up this way somewhere that has mermaids in it, so I need to read those because I'm really enjoying these type books. Next we have Pirate Alley. From what I remember, I think I gave this one 3 stars. Not sure. Again, I read this so long ago, I can't even remember anything about it. I'm sure if I read the description, like, things will come back to me. Moving on, I read Ruby Moon, and I do believe The Last Castle. I believe those two are by the same authors. There's 2. It was a series. I really enjoyed it. I think it was more middle grade, and it's basically, I talked a lot about this series in the earlier Reading Rush vlogs I have up, which I do still have up, so check those out if you want to. I talked a little bit about that series there. I really liked it. It was basically, it was like a lost heir to the throne. Baby was given up when he was born, and the king has been like actively searching for such a long time, and there was some kidnappings of 13-year-olds because at this point this is how old the heir would be, or the air would be, and I'm not doing it justice because I'm trying to do this quickly as I can so my camera don't shut off. So I'm going to move on. That was the Ruby Moon and the Glass Castle, just to reiterate that. I'll have the covers up. Then we have The Last Night. So this was a quick read on Scribed. I really liked it. I think I only gave it 3 stars though because it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. The writing didn't really captivate me too much, but it's still like a nice little read, kind of in between books. I read this one because I wasn't sure when I wanted to pick up, and then the last book I read was Elevation by Stephen King, and I believe that was only like the second book I read by him. I actually do enjoy Stephen King's writing. After I've read Misery by him. Was it Misery? Mist? The Mist? Something like that, and I really enjoyed it, and I do want to get more into his works, but he has plenty and I just don't know where to start, and they tend to be like huge books, and those really do intimidate me, but I'm getting better at reading bigger books. Like they don't intimidate me as much, but it still takes me a little while to read them. So I believe that was all of the books. I hope you guys liked this video. What books have you read recently? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or video suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to reply to your comments. And I hope you guys liked this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.